fuck. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, Goose. How was your weekend? How was your week? How was everything? That's great. That's nice. You know, if you're talking to the monitor, I can't actually hear you, so you kind of just look crazy doing that. Anyways, so let's get onto the topic at hand. Mighty number 9, right? Am I right, guys? It sucks. Circle jerk. Time to fuck off, jerk off about that shit, how it sucks. Oh, wow. What a journey that game took, man. I don't really know where I'm going with this conversation. I just kind of want to talk about Mighty number 9 in general, just like the development of the game and just how nutty it became and just how it kind of feels defeating and it's just I guess we might as well start at the top. So Keiji Inafune, I believe that is his name, he made a Kickstarter. He's the creator of the Blue Bomber, the creator of Mega Man, you know, Mega Man's 1 through everything, just Mega Man X, Mega Man anything. He's the granddaddy of like video games. He's right up there with Shigeru Miyamoto, you know, and Capcom has really been mistreating Mega Man. It's been going on for a while, but at the time he was creating Mega Man was kind of on a roll, no pun intended. Mega Man was kind of on a roll with the whole Mega Man 9, Mega Man 10 thing, you know, they became so popular they exploded. Keiji Inafune, I believe he wanted, it's a simplified version of the story, but I believe he wanted to create more games, Mega Man Legends, Mega Man Universe I think it was called, and they were announced and then suddenly they just disappeared. They were just gone, like all the things he ever wanted to make, they were just gone. And it just kept rolling and rolling. There was just this giant ball of hate and ignorance, just like of Capcom never wanting to use Mega Man. It's kind of weird. I feel like something was going on. It was very interesting to see just how shitty Mega Man was being treated. And then Inafune he just left. Mega Man Legends 3, I think it was called. Mega Man Legends 3? Is that how many there were? Mega Man Legends 3 was a game that was supposed to come out for the 3DS, and it looked great. It looked really good. But of course, Capcom pulled the plug, and I believe that was the last straw, if not something else. But that was pretty much the last straw for Inafune. He just kind of went like, no, you guys aren't using my IP right. Fuck all y'all. I'm out. Without taking Mega Man, of course, because Capcom, the giant, the juggernaut, owns that. So Inafune was like, well, if I can't make Mega Man, I'll just make a Kickstarter and help. Like, I know there are a ton of people out there who want Mega Man. I've seen the feedback. So we'll just make our own Mega Man and call it Mighty number 9. We'll name him Beck. He'll have an assistant named Call or something. And he showed this very humble, sad, just like this most just endearing video of how Keiji Inafune made your childhood great with Mega Man. And it was just so... it's kind of comedic to see it now, but it was just one of the greatest Kickstarter videos I've probably ever seen. You know, it even has him like just disappearing in the horizon. Like, are you gonna let Keiji Inafune, the man who made Mega Man, disappear without a trace? You fucking monster! You bastard! you know, it kind of guilt tripped you to make it. It didn't really guilt trip you, but you know, you felt it. You felt this sort of this love for a man you've never met who made your childhood, and you wanted to see him succeed in this. And with all the concept art and the promises they made and all these, it was the guy. It was the guy who made Mega Man. He's gonna make Mega Man great again. And there was so many fan art being made of Beck with like Mega Man, you know, being like, oh, I give you my blessing. You know, it was so cool. We were watching the birth of Mega Man once again. But then shit started to happen that I think, in my opinion, began with when we realized the concept art that Keiji Inafune displayed in his Kickstarter, which, by the way, was one of the most successful Kickstarters at the time. It changed. It wasn't that beautiful 2D concept art that I think many of us had the image of, like, that was what the game was gonna look like, even though I don't think he ever said that's what it was gonna look like. But many of us thought, you know, that looks pretty, I'm gonna fund that. And then actual gameplay footage came out, I don't know where, I don't care where, but that doesn't matter. They showed us gameplay footage. It didn't look good. And not a lot of people wanted to admit that. There were so many people who were enraged by Capcom, you know, treating Mega Man like shit. And I believe at the time, like, Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out and Mega Man as a character was announced, and he was like the shittiest looking Mega Man, like this fat oblong looking dude with like tits and just looked super goofy. Nobody liked it, you know, and so this rage we had for this rage boner, I would even say a rage boner for Capcom we had was so strong that we didn't want to admit that Mighty Number 9 looked bad, because it did look bad. It looked like, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's alpha, it's pre-alpha, it's pre-beta, you know, it doesn't, so of course it's not going to look good, you stupid idiots. It just, but, it just, fuck, just didn't look good, you know? I don't understand why people just couldn't see with their eyes that it just didn't look good. And a lot of people, even myself, I'm not even a backer, and I was worried. Everybody was worried. In the back of their minds, they were worried. But, jeez, it just didn't look great. And then more stuff happened after that. More stuff that became more prominent about how Mighty Number 9 was pretty much set up for failure. More trailers came out that didn't look great, especially that one that everybody knows of. I'll mention that soon. There were demos that apparently were really bad. I don't know what bad even means. I just heard that the demos were bad. Whether that means that the demos crashed a lot or that people just didn't like the game, it's a mystery. But you know, it's not really a mystery. I could just Google it right now, but fuck it. But yeah, people just didn't like the demo. They made another community funding thing. I don't know what that was for. I could Google it. Like I said, I could Google it, but the point is that there were so many steps that were just starting to trip over themselves. It wasn't going. It wasn't going the way they planned it to go, and people started to really worry. And the thing that finally cut the thread of hopes and dreams was that trailer that came out last month with the whole anime fan on prom night. I don't really know what people are so upset about with that one. It's a cringy line, sure, but I'm cringing more of the fact of how shitty the game looked. That fucking gameplay footage you're watching, that is the same exact footage I remember from when the game was first released, like when it was first shown to the public, how it looked like in development. Like, that's how I remember it. In fact, it looks worse, I would say. It looks fucking worse. It's just, where did things go wrong that this game just became shit? You know, and that's the thing. I hear that it's not even bad. It's not even, like, terrible, awful, just the worst game ever. It's just, it's just mediocre. It's just, it doesn't really, nobody cares about it. It's just, it doesn't matter. It's just so empty and void of feeling and soul. And you know, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. I don't own the game. I'm not even playing the game. I'm probably not even gonna buy the game. I mean, I was never interested in this game to begin with. I'm not a huge Mega Man fan, so I'm sure the heartstrings were tugged a bit more by other people than I was. But I would have loved to seen this succeed, because I was one of those people that hate boners for Capcom. I was like, fuck you, Capcom, how dare you do this to Mega Man? I like Mega Man Legends. You fucking canceled it? Fuck you. It would have really liked to see this succeed. It was just one of the most humble things that probably would have come out, but it came out late. It came out with too little content. It came out with just, it was just bad. It was just a bad Kickstarter. And that's just unfortunate. Alright, well, I guess that's all I really need to say about this game. There are a ton of other things I think I would love to say, mostly about Kickstarters in general and how people probably shouldn't be too dissuaded about Kickstarting. Because, you know, Kickstarters have been getting quite a negative vibe nowadays, just because of the fact that, you know, so many games that were kickstarted like 3 years ago are now coming out to be like canceled, or like money was stolen. you know, the project is still not out, not even a beta. You know, a lot of things are coming out that Kickstarter just doesn't do well. Like a bunch of Kickstarter projects, they fail most of the time. And I would like to say some words about that and how people probably shouldn't be too dissuaded about that and should honestly be more careful with the people making them and the products that they're making. But I guess that's a video for another time. Right now I just wanted to focus on Mighty Number 9 and just how bad that came out. Well, if you enjoyed that video, go ahead and like, subscribe. Fuck it. I'm so tired of saying that. You guys know already. But if you don't know, go ahead and like and subscribe. It really works and it really helps me out. Alright guys, thank you all for listening, and I will see you all next time with another video about Mighty Number 9. But this time, a video about games that are better than Mighty Number 9. I would assume so, even though I've never played the game, but whatever. Anyways, I hope you enjoy that. I love y'all. Bye.
My heart is sad.
Yo.
I have